Welcome back to Happy Place Cooking. Today I am going to be making hot chocolate truffles, or you might call them cake bites, but either way, this is something that I don't know if this is something anyone else has ever done. Most likely because pretty much everything somebody has done at some point. But in my mind, I thought of it myself. So I am using this Swiss Miss hot cocoa cake mix, and I'm going to just dump that in the bowl. I am going to prepare this according to the instructions on the box. So I am going to put in 2/3 cup of vegetable oil, 1 cup of water, and 3 eggs. And if you're wondering, so far I have not had issues with eating eggs if they're baked into something. I just can't eat eggs like in an omelet or on a sandwich or scrambled or whatever. So I have to use those, what I call fake eggs. So far I haven't had to use that in my baking. I am going to mix this all up. That appears to be pretty well mixed. I have gone ahead and sprayed the bottom of my cake pan with some cooking spray, just because I don't want to take the chance that it might stick, but generally nothing sticks in this pan. It's been used enough. Just gonna pour that in there. I've got my oven preheated to 350, and this is supposed to bake anywhere from 22 to 27 minutes. It's all done. It actually turned out really pretty. It's kind of a shame that I'm going to be destroying it here pretty soon. I'm pretty excited to get going on these, but I need to let this cool for, well, until it's completely cool. So I'm looking at probably a good 30 to 45 minutes maybe, or maybe even a little longer. My cake is pretty cool. Must be because I can touch the bottom of the pan and it's not burning my hands. I am going to just pull this out of here. It can crumble up because I need it crumbled anyway. Going to go ahead and crumble this up a little more. Don't want these big chunks in here. I have some marshmallow cream. I am not sure how much of this I need to use. Turn this around so you can kind of see. I don't know, what is that? Maybe a half cup? I don't know if that's even a half a cup. I'm going to do just a smidge more. If I need to add some more, I will. I'm going to mix this up. If it looks like it's mixed well, it kind of seems to be. The next thing I want to do is cut some marshmallows. Now, if you have the teeny tiny mini marshmallows, whatever they call those, I think they're just called mini marshmallows, you could just use those and then you wouldn't have to cut. But all I have was these jumbo ones, so I'm going to just cut small pieces. Do not want big giant pieces. I'm going to get just a little bit of my cake mix here, and I'm going to put a marshmallow in the center, roll this into a ball, and then I'm going to roll it in cocoa powder. Just plain old regular cocoa powder. I think I'm going to have to put the cake mix in the refrigerator for a little bit and let it kind of bind up some. I'm having a little trouble rolling the balls, and my cocoa doesn't seem to want to, it's like soaking in. Had this in the freezer for a bit. I'm going to see if it seems to make any difference. I even took the other ones and I just rolled them individually in plastic wrap because they were already done. They're just, I don't know. They're just not quite right. Let's just see what happens here. Let's see how this cocoa powder holds up on that. See if it soaks in. Messy, messy, messy. That's what this is. This is a messy dessert. But putting them in the freezer and letting them get nice and cold and then making the balls and then put a real heavy coating of cocoa powder seems to have worked. A few of these were all the ones that I balled up in the very beginning. I had just put them in the freezer as the little balls and then took them out. And I think they've actually done a little better even over the other ones. But definitely the heavier chocolate coating. So I am going to give one of these a taste test and see what they taste like. I'm hoping they have a little bit of a hot chocolate flavor to them. I'm going to go for this little one here. And I am going to cut it so that you can kind of see the inside. And you can see there's marshmallow in there. Isn't that cool? I did end up in some of these bigger ones, I ended up putting 2 to 3 marshmallow bits in it. They're really good. Maybe not quite as much marshmallow flavor as I would have liked, but I think they're really good, and I really do think the cocoa on the outside is a great touch because it gives it more of that homemade hot chocolate flavor. If you've ever made this, did you have a trick that, worked, or if you've ever made any kind of candies using, or little treats using cocoa powder, if you have a tip on that, hey, drop me a comment, let me know. If you decide to make these, come back and let me know and tell me what you thought of them. Thanks for watching. Happy eating!